What do you want out of a 10 out of 10 anime? If you're anything like me, asking this question is a great way to quickly find out whether someone has a similar approach regarding scoring to you. For me, a 10 out of 10 is something that sticks with me, something I consistently want to rewatch, something that changes me as a person. K-On!, even though it's my number one anime of all time, is definitely not perfect. There are a lot of somewhat unnecessary scenes in Season 1 that I think could have easily been cut out while maintaining the narrative and message of the series, particularly the Sawako dress-up scenes. Some of the jokes aren't super funny, and Season 2 Episode 11 is actually just bad. Whenever I bring up these issues, I always get people asking me why I have it listed as my favorite anime, and that's because K-On! Has consistently been the most important art piece in my life for years. As pathetic as it sounds, Yui Hirasawa is probably the reason you're watching this video right now. However, sometimes I genuinely believe shows I give a 10 are near perfect. Case in point, Dead Leaves, which is probably the greatest action movie ever made. It is at this point in the video which I would like to address what other people constitute as a 10 out of 10 anime. I know a lot of people that genuinely believe a show has to be perfect to be a 10. Well, we all have our own abstract definitions of perfect. If you were to go off the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition, being entirely without fault or defect, I could not think of a show that meets these criteria, and I don't even think it's possible to make one. Take, for example, the only show legendary anime YouTuber Demolition D has ever given a 10 out of 10, Pendulum. Pendulum is a 3-minute short that succeeds perilously in tugging the viewer's heartstrings. However, my biggest issue with this short is that it's not memorable enough and it doesn't make enough of an impact. The best thing I could say about it is that it's very impressive for a 3-minute short, but the issue that makes it so that I can't call it perfect is it's only 3 minutes long. The definition of perfect that I much prefer to Merriam-Webster's is the Oxford definition, as good as it's possible to be. Whereas Merriam-Webster's definition puts the term into an unreachable box, Oxford's is much more inclusive and is more accurate to how it is used colloquially. I don't think you could find someone who genuinely believes K-On! Has no flaws very easily, or even to use a more common example, I don't think you could find many people who genuinely believe that Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood or Neon Genesis Evangelion have no flaws. Did you think this video was perfect? I thought it was pretty cool. If you did too, watch my other stuff and consider subscribing to the channel. If you have something to add about the concept of perfection, leave it in the comments because I read all of them. Check out my second channel and my big playlist. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next video.